And so we're going to talk about coterminal angles in this video. So first off, I'm going to draw what we were working on the day before, where we have our initial side and then we have terminal sides. All right, so remember, our initial side always has to start in standard position. So it's going to start at the origin at 0, 0. It's going to shoot off on the x-axis towards the positive side. So we call that IS, or the initial side. Now, there's two directions in order to create my angle. I can either move in a positive direction or a negative direction. So I'm going to start with the positive direction. So if I move up, that is going to be my terminal side in the first quadrant, or if I move counterclockwise, this is going to create a positive angle, right? If I move in clockwise motion, so I'm going to start moving down first, that's actually going to create a negative angle. Right? Now what we're going to try and do is come up with a coterminal angle. Now terminal means where our angle is stopping. That little prefix co means that we're going to have another angle that shares the exact same terminal side. So this definition for coterminal actually means angles that share the same terminal side. All right, so now what we're going to do on the next page is we're actually going to figure out how to find this stuff. So when we come over here to this next page, we're going to try and find a positive coterminal angle first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an XY axis, and I'm going to show one angle. All right, so I'm going to create my initial side is right here on that x-axis. I'm going to draw on the y-axis. So what I'm actually doing is creating a 90-degree angle. All right, now I know I went quick with that last piece, so I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit slower so you can see how to find a positive coterminal angle. Now, terminal angle just means that we want to be able to stop at that next terminal side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at that terminal side, and I'm going to start to work my way around. In order to hit that terminal side again, I actually had to rotate around a full circle. I had to go 360 degrees. And if you notice, I went in a positive direction. So in order for me to start at that terminal side and hit that terminal side again, I actually had to rotate around a full circle, a full positive circle, 360 degrees in that positive direction. So what we can do now is take that angle, which is 90 degrees, and we can go ahead and add 360 degrees to it, and we get 450. So that means that 450 degrees and 90 degrees share the same terminal side, the stopping side. All right. Now what we're going to do is work on a negative coterminal angle. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the exact same picture where my initial side is on that x-axis, on the positive side. I'm going to be at 90 degrees. All right. Now, in order for us to be able to find a negative coterminal angle, I don't want to move in the positive direction. I actually want to move in a negative direction. So instead of moving counterclockwise, I'm actually going to move clockwise. All right. So I'm going to start to go down. So I know it went a little fast again. I'll go ahead and rewind that so you can see how I moved. All right, so you can see that I moved in a negative direction right there. I went down first, all right? So that's going to actually create a negative 360 degrees. So if I want to find an angle that shares the exact same terminal side but in a negative direction, all I have to do is take my terminal angle side, which is 90 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 360 from it, and I end up getting negative 270 degrees. Now what that then means is that both of these angles, a positive 90 degrees and a negative 270 degrees, have the exact same terminal side. So they are coterminal. Right? And that's how you find positive coterminal angles and negative coterminal angles. So positive coterminal angles, add 360. If you want to find multiple coterminal angles, just keep adding 360. To find a negative coterminal angle, subtract 360. If you want to find multiple negative coterminal angles, keep subtracting 360 degrees. And that's how you find coterminal angles.